Hey, just gonna let's do a quick audio check here. Hey, just gonna. All right, everything seems to be working. Gonna be looking for the silver bullet this morning. Not quite sure what kind of action we'll get since it's only a half day today in the New York session, but we'll give it a go. Probably just be looking for a 10-point move. Just waiting for it to cross over 3 a.m. here. All right, let's see what kind of action we got here. Looking for the midnight open. So we kind of traded down. Then kind of back up into the middle here. Might take a breakout trade here. This moves above, well, could take a scalp to the upside here, possibly. Do have this volume imbalance here that you could be pretty confident that it's going to repaint.
Order fulfilled.
Well, didn't really expect to get filled that high, but I guess that is where I pressed the button at. We'll kind of target the overnight high here. Probably will move my stop to break even when it moves into the green, assuming it does. Well, this is why I don't take momentum trades. Move my stop up now to reduce risk.
Stop filled.
Well, that's not the way we wanted to start the morning off there. That's all right. I was looking on my chart because I'm not seeing the VWAP on here. Oh, that was just lovely. I don't quite know what happened to the VWAP there. Doesn't look like it's showing up on any of them. I don't know. May have to figure that out later on. Don't know where the VWAP, why it's not showing up. Guess I could have got out for break even there. All right. I was just kind of looking for some sort of displacement to the upside or the downside here. Kind of frustrated myself on that first trade. I should have at least left my stop here. It kind of feels like it might sell off, but still looking at it, kind of getting tighter and tighter here. Probably about to get a break in one direction or the other. Oh goodness, do I really want to get long again from right where we were at before? Kind of looking like it wants to break out. Kind of forming a wedge here. Yes, let's just wait. Try to be patient. Wait for our setup. We already know we're not great at the momentum trades. Hmm. It's looking like it wants to break out, but could just as easily sell off.
Order filled.
There, as much as I hate to do it, we're gonna give this another try. We'll take the majority off there at 6 handles if we can get it, and then try to leave one runner on. Like to see this thing just move right on through there. There, see if we can't get this push on up through here now. Traded back through that volume imbalance, which was kind of my original idea there. Like to see it keep going. Hopefully it doesn't repaint the imbalance and then just sell off, but it's always a possibility. Trying to be patient and let it hit my target, because I know if I just manually take it off, it's just going to go and hit the target anyway without it. So, like I said, hopefully it didn't just repaint this imbalance just to kind of move back down. I would think it would at least take that liquidity there at the 60, but we'll see. If it doesn't really hold that 50 area, then that would be concerning. So, like to see it hold the 20 SMA here. I don't really know where the VWAP is. This is where I kind of struggle with these kind of trades, because I'm trying to give it time to go, but at the same time, I don't want to be holding a momentum trade through a whole lot of drawdown. You know, if it's a momentum trade, it really should be going already. So, I'm gonna go ahead and go to break even here. I just don't own 4 of the contracts.
Stop filled.
I'll let the other ones run, the other one kind of go, but let's kind of reduce risk, even though I feel like it's going to go here, but not really going fast enough. And this is not really a what I consider to be a setup. This is just more or less a breakout trade. And I broke out of that little wedge that it had created there. But of course, now that I took my size off, it'll go, right? Probably. Well, maybe not. Kind of losing, holding the 50 area for now, but getting some displacement here to the downside. I'm going to move my stop up here to reduce risk. This kind of looks like we're going to potentially get some displacement here to the downside. I think I'm probably just going to go ahead and exit.
Order filled.
Maybe I should have took profit earlier, huh? It's always the kind of kick in the pants there. It's like, should you have taken profit or not? The ES is kind of it's moving down almost got some displacement on the ES. Oh goodness, look at this thing. Just not trusting the trade there. No, it's going to go right to my target. Well, I have some displacement there on the 1 minute chart. It's frustrating because I've taken losses that I never even would have had a loss. I just left my stop where it was. I got to get better at that. Just set the target, set the stop loss, and leave it. There it goes right through my target. That's all right. Didn't quite take the target yet, so we can take us a little five handle
Order filled.
potentially. Why did I take that entry so high? I was supposed to take that entry at 57. I don't know what I was doing there. Took it higher than I was supposed to. So okay, it still should work out, but don't know why I took it that high.
Order filled.
There we go. Went ahead and blasted through there. Gave us a quick $200 profit. Now, really, what we're looking for is for a shift back to the downside for our ICT silver bullet setup. Now that it's taken this high, what sucks is, like I said, I mean, I took a $290 loss there, $85 loser there, small winner there. When I would just trusted my instinct, I knew this. I had a, your gut feeling that this thing was going to break out because it kind of was forming that, right in here, tighter, tighter, tighter. These green arrows up, or green candles up, but wasn't patient enough, didn't hold it. So that's all right. Still in the green. This could have been in the green another $400 there. Maybe actually would have been a lot more than that. Let's not even calculate it because it's just going to make us mad. 54 to 66. I mean, that's $1,200 with 5 contracts. Not even do the math. Just kind of not make you mad, but you know what I mean. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe. Appreciate it. It helps the channel out. So we swept the high, the overnight high. So what we'll kind of be looking for now would be some sort of displacement back to the downside. Let's see if we move lower now. I guess technically the problem is this could be displacement to the upside and just trade back into this gap here on the 1-minute chart for the move higher. We have a volume imbalance on the 1-minute and the 3-minute chart. On the 1-minute chart, it's back in that 58 area there, as you can see. 3-minute over here in the 60 area. So is it going to trade back into this area just to move higher? And that kind of be the silver bullet setup? Potentially. If that's what it does and we miss it, I'm okay with that. But the frustration is real. I think that's just something I'm going to work on this week, starting setting my targets, put in my stop loss, put in my target, and just wait, let it hit it. Either hit one or the other, don't move anything. Easier said than done, though. I will be back home on Wednesday. I'm currently on vacation, if you guys didn't know. I'm in Cleveland right now. We're going to go see the Atlanta Braves play the Cleveland Guardians later today. Then we'll be headed back home tomorrow. So that's the reason I'm streaming the London session only. But I will be back streaming the London and the New York session starting Thursday probably. I don't think I'm going to trade Wednesday, but I'm not quite sure yet. It is the day after a holiday, so we'll see. I'll be trading the funded account that I have through Apex starting probably Thursday or Friday. So you see there's kind of a breaker here on the 1-minute chart. Just kind of trading back into it. Could just trade into this and continue higher. You gotta, I don't know, if I was going to take this trade, I would put my entry down here at the 57. But like I said, it's going to be patient. See what happens. Because, I mean, technically, this is a displacement to the upside. It's trading back into this gap on the 3-minute chart. So I don't know. Normally I like to see it take liquidity first before I take the ICT setup. It's kind of, I mean, I guess they say, you know, you can use it if it has a sweep of liquidity between 2 and 230 or 230 to 3. So this was kind of before that time frame. So to me, I would like to see this shift back to the downside and then just trade back to the lows. That's what I'm thinking will probably happen here, but could be wrong. This could just be setting up for a move higher and I just miss it. So what do you guys think? Are we going higher or are we going lower right here? Any ideas? I'm thinking lower. The ES is kind of trading back below the 20 SMA now too. So just traded back into that 1 minute fair value gap, kind of bounced off that 20 SMA there, but let's see if it gets respected or not. I think it'll just kind of trade right through there. Really would like to see it trade back through the 50 to kind of break this swing low here on the 3 minute chart. Trade back through the 50, leave us some sort of PD array to enter short, and then go that route. But that's what I anticipate happening anyway. Whether or not it does that, who knows? Like I said, this could just move higher. Normally, I do think I would take this entry long, but I don't know. I just feel like this was just a liquidity grab, and the real move is going to be after. So let's see what happens. Just going to be patient here, wait for the setup. I mean, on the 1 minute chart, I guess it's already technically a shift in structure, but I don't like it that much. I want to see some confirmation here on the 3 minutes. I really want to wait and see this 50 break if we're going to move down. Kind of held that 50 since 3 a.m. as you can see. So right now it could kind of go either way. So let's just wait and see what happens. If any of you guys are interested in trading futures, you can see I got that coupon code in the banner there for Apex, 90% off through July 6th. You can pick up a 50K account for around $18 to start there. So not a bad deal. Cheap and easy way just to get started. I don't know. This just feels like it's going to sell off to me. Doesn't feel like it's going to hold this gap here. I don't know what you want to call it. ICT calls it a fair value gap. I've heard some people call it an idiot box. So whatever you want to call it. You can see we've worked our way below the 20 SMA there on the 3 minute. Just kind of want to pierce through that 50 level and trade back up into a gap at that point. Let's see if we can get an entry short. If that doesn't happen, we'll just be happy with our $200. It's not much, but it's something, right? You can see the struggle. Took this entry here. Really should have probably taken it off the 20 SMA, but didn't. Wasn't really paying that close of attention. Didn't realize that we were at the 50. So we never really broke it. I mean, we held it. I consider holding it if it stays above 45. So I originally had my stop down there at the 40, 45, 46 area. Should have just left it there. But well, it's kind of holding the gap here on the 3-minute chart, but the body of the candle is kind of respecting the 50% level here. So I really could take this entry long, but again, just don't trust it. There is a volume imbalance there on the 3-minute chart. It could just be moving back up to kind of repaint that before it moves lower. Do have a small fair value gap there, but there's no displacement to the downside. So it does look like it's just wanting to bounce out of here and just continue higher though. Is it kind of it bounced right off this trend line. That's what I'm just watching here. Maybe we just draw, kind of a low to low trend line there. That's where it kind of bounced right off of. So that is a bullish signal. So this entry long probably would have been valid. We could still enter long here, but think about maybe I'll just take one contract long, potentially.
Order filled.
All right, we'll take one contract long, kind of against my overall feeling here, but the way it's looking, it looks like it might be okay. So basically risking our profits, 10 handles. See if we get this move back through 70 here. It's kind of waiting for confirmation to the downside. We didn't really get it, so seems like it wants to move higher, put in a higher low there. So you can see higher low, higher low, higher low. Kind of bullish. See if we can't get this move up. I mean, I guess we probably could even reduce risk based on the 1-minute chart. We could really move this stop up there. It's kind of one tick above the, well, I don't know though, because that is a small fair value gap there too. I think this is an okay area for the stop because if it doesn't hold this trend line anyway, then that's kind of meaning that it's probably coming back down. So let's see what happens here. I really want to see it bounce at this 20 SMA. Let's continue higher. It's kind of held the 20 SMA the entire way. So I'm just going to move my stop back to where I had it because it's really where it should be. And what does it really matter, right? It's like a $20 difference, $40 difference or something. See if we can get this push up through the 60s here. Guys, if you're new here, we do trade the futures London session 5 days a week. Also normally trade the New York session, but I am currently on vacation, so not trading the New York. I'm trading the New York, but not streaming it per se. So if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment down below. All right, let's see if we can get this thing to push through and make a new high. The ES kind of bounced off the 20 SMA there. It's trying to move higher. I have no idea where the VWAP is. I would assume somewhere down below. For whatever reason, it's not. It wasn't on my chart when I opened everything up today. And I don't know if you guys have been having the same issue, but I can't find the VWAP on the indicators when I open it up. Doesn't really. I think the VWAP is normally volume based, but it's not there. And let's see, when I go into my indicators, maybe I don't remember. I don't know. I had to get it in one of those like package indicators, and I don't remember which one it was. So I have to try to re-download that again. So look it up and re-download it. I'm trying to get this move up here. It's trying to push. I like to see it push through that 66.25 level pretty quickly there. Push through the 66.25 level. We'll put our stop at break even. Take the risk off. That might bite us because it is relatively close, but we are only looking for 10 handles here. I think I'm going to go ahead and move my stop up a little bit here because, I mean, if it comes back to this area, then we're just kind of offsides anyway. But let me look and see. What is this? Trying to see where this pivot. Oh, there's a, okay. I don't know. Yeah, but I want to go ahead and get this pushed through here. The ES is looking like it's looking bullish. It's putting in a higher low as well. So we should be able to get this move through here. I like to say quickly, but it's never really quickly enough, right? Never really as quickly as we'd like it to be. Kind of testing my patience here. I really want it just, I mean, to blast on through there, but it's just not wanting to go yet. Not wanting to go. No, kind of trading back down here. Needed to put in another higher low if it's going to do it. We don't want it to break that 20 SMA or that trend line there. Like for it to just stay above the 20 SMA, put in a higher low, just keep grinding higher here. If it doesn't do those things, then it'll likely stop us out. That's what we'd like to see. Market doesn't always care what you like to see, though. Kind of on the 1 minute chart, it kind of already put in a lower high there on the 1 minute chart. Not really in love with that. Makes me almost want to just take this off here, but let's just give it a second, see if it goes. I mean, just barely, I guess, but still. How's it going, Life in Harmony? So this is where I normally would just take this off just because of the look of the 1 minute chart here, but the one time I don't take it off, it'll come down and hit my stopwatch. That's how it goes, right? Might really have my stop too close, though, to be honest. I mean, it looks okay on the 1 minute chart. I mean, it really probably should be down about $1 more, but let's kind of leave it where it is and see what happens. Needs to really hold that 20 SMA there. It's trying to, but looks like we might get stopped out here. We are coming up on the top of the hour here. Tend to sometimes get some funny price action once you get towards the top of the hour. I'm gonna move my stop down a little bit just in case we get a little bit of a wick. If it breaks through that trend line strong, then I'm probably just going to kill it manually. So I was trying to move back up now. The ES kind of bounced off that 20 SMA there. ES looking a bit stronger here. Really need that ES to make a new swing high here and get us going. Now we will probably go to break even on this trade pretty quickly here because I'm not going to risk this back through drawdown. If not going to risk holding it, especially at the top of the hour here. So might have should have taken it off right there once it got kind of close back to my entry. But we'll give it a second here to see if it kind of blasts through there or not, or if it blasts back down. Just see what happens. Again, guys, if you haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. It helps out a lot. Try to get to that 500 subscriber mark, but been kind of slow going so far. All right, coming up on the top of the hour, we should kind of get some sort of push here, I would imagine, one way or the other. Obviously, we prefer a push up, but may not get that. Like I said, I'm going to move my stop to break even once we go into the green, if we go into the green. So we will go to stone cold break even if we move up into the green here. And it may just stop us out. And that's fine if it does. Like I said, I'm not trusting this trade at this point. So we'll leave it there.
Stop filled.
I'm going to see if it can go, but obviously it didn't. Yeah, because I don't know. I just feel like this thing's probably going to sell off here since we didn't quite make it to the high overnight there. Kind of feels like this thing's just going to sell off. Now it could go, obviously, but just not in love with it after holding it through this drawdown here. And there it goes. After we just got done talking about not moving our stop or our, not taking it off early, holding it to the target, we don't do it again, right? So let's see if this thing would have moved up through the 72. No doubt in my mind now that it's going to move up since we're not in the trade anymore. Wanting 70. Happens every time, right? As soon as you get out. So a stop would have been a break even now. We would just need 71.50 for our 10 handles. ES is approaching that liquidity there. ES pushing out of there as well. We'll switch over to the ES. Show you what it's doing. It's got some liquidity resting here. This high. Looks like it's going to take that out. Nice little setup this morning on the ES as well. Actually, looked a little better on the ES than it did on the NQ. You know, kind of bounced around in like a 4-point range before it took off there. Just curious if it would have made 71.50, and there it does. On the same candle that we got out on. You know, my concern is it could have easily sold off right there at the top of the hour. Don't really like being in trades through the top of the hour there because you just sometimes you get interesting price action, but that's all right. Well, I think that's going to do it for me tonight, guys. If you have not already, or this morning, hit that like button, subscribe for me, leave a comment down below. I will be live again. Well, I guess maybe tomorrow morning. I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow morning or not. Probably not, but maybe. We'll see. Look for the notification on my channel. So, ending the morning session here up $216. Certainly not what we hoped for, but you know, profit's profit. So, all right, we'll see you next time. Appreciate you watching.